The worst thing about being heartbroken?
Trying to get over someone you know that you can't, that you know that you still love.
The potential of never getting over it. The fear of, will this go away or not?
The worst part is, I guess, starting over. And just, knowing that you have to start over again and trust somebody again.
The feeling afterwards that you don't really have anybody, just by yourself.
I feel like when I'm heartbroken, I always feel like I lose a part of myself. And that's the worst part, trying to get back to focus on the things that define me as a person, because I always focus on the other person a lot, and yeah.
The worst part about being heartbroken is picking back up the pieces and putting it back together and trusting again. That's what I would say.
It's probably feeling like the other person is doing fine, and feeling like you're the only one that's hurting and the whole world is just moving around you and you're staying still. I'd say that's it.
I guess the thought that you might never connect in the same way again.
Probably the recovery. It takes way too long to heal, and it can leave you feeling less about yourself, in doubt, and it's hard to build that confidence back up. That's probably the hardest part.
The worst part would be, the feeling that you might not see that person again, and knowing that you can't really be in charge, decide. There's an end to it, I suppose. That's really frustrating.
I think the worst part about being heartbroken is that things that you love don't feel the same as they did before. The weather feels worse, and it's harder to wait for things, and food tastes less good, and everything just feels a little bit less full than it used to feel.
The potential of never getting over it. The fear of, will this go away or not? It always does, but it takes longer depending on how in love you were or how important the person was to you.
I would say the worst part about being heartbroken is, depending on the male or woman point of view, I would say putting so much all into a relationship to where you show everything and anything you could possibly show, and it not working out the way that you think it's going to work out. So I would say the worst part about being heartbroken is because you change after that. It changes your core, it changes your person, it changes anything and everything inside of you.
I think the first time is the worst, and then it's learning how to, recover from that and make yourself vulnerable again, how to love again, and not be afraid to be heartbroken.
It's this feeling of not being able to have purpose or clarity about what you might want to do because you're feeling that loss in life, and that loss has caused me to feel like I don't have a reason for wanting to get up or a reason for wanting to live.
I think the worst feeling about heartbreak is knowing that someone who knows you so intimately is gone, and there's no reconciliation to get that same feeling again.
Honestly, the breakup stage. Trying to get over someone you know that you can't, that you know that you still love. It's really hard going through to go through a breakup. It's really hard to go through that because you're missing your significant other on top of that, even though you know that it might either be for the best or it might be for the worst. It's just a hard situation to deal with overall.
Just I guess it's a hard question. Probably just how it feels. I mean, you just can't get away from, feeling like, I don't even know what to describe what it is, but it's just you can't get away from it. So you just gotta
sit there with it until it magically goes away. Usually about 6 to 8 months, I feel like, anyway.